Welcome everyone to the CSER MOOC on digital technologies. We are the Computer Science Education Research Group based in the School of Computer Science at the University of Adelaide in South Australia. Hi everyone, my name is Katrina Faulkner and I'm an Associate Professor and Head of School here in the School of Computer Science at the University of Adelaide. I'm also Head of the Computer Science Education Research Group here. I've been teaching introductory programming and computer science courses here for over 10 years. And one of the most exciting things I find about teaching introductory computational thinking and computer science is the idea of how can we teach these courses better? How can we learn more about how different students learn computational thinking? And how can we explore how different age groups learn computational thinking? We've explored a range of techniques in our courses, including from collaborative learning to active learning to looking at how online learning can be blended into our courses. And I'm looking forward to working with all of you and understanding more about how we can teach computational thinking at the primary school level. Now I'd like to introduce you to my colleagues that I've been working with on this MOOC.
Oh, hi, come in.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Vivian and I'm a researcher of the Computer Science Education Research Group. I have a background in education and so it's been really interesting working with this group. I completed a degree in junior primary and primary teaching, and while I love my teaching placements and I was really keen to start teaching full-time, it was in my honours year that I also developed a passion for research and a curiosity for understanding how people use technologies for learning, and so I continued on to undertake a PhD in education. After completing my PhD, I joined this group where we've been exploring a range of projects about how students learn in computer science. I'm excited about the new digital technologies learning area and I'm so happy to be working on this project where we can support Australian teachers. It wasn't until I started working in the School of Computer Science that I really began to realise how computational thinking is applied to many different contexts and how digital technologies can be created to solve many problems, from something like making a process more efficient to helping solve significant global problems. I've learned a lot from developing this online course with my colleagues and I hope that you find it useful and challenging. I look forward to hearing the amazing ideas that you share with us in this course as it progresses. Bye!
Hi Rebecca. Hi everyone, I'm Nick Faulkner. You'll be hearing my voice and seeing my face for part of the Digital Technologies MOOC. I'm really excited about this because I'm aware that most of the good things I've done have depended upon having really good teachers who have been well supported and have been comfortable with what they're doing. So hopefully what we're doing and the things that I do will help you feel comfortable, confident and able to share digital technologies with your students. It's a great opportunity. Thanks very much for taking part.
We have very much enjoyed working on the preparation for this course, working with many of you on examples of activities and different ways to explore computational thinking in the classroom. We view this course very much as a collaborative effort, in that we are able to provide expertise and background on computational thinking and computer science, and also ideas for how these concepts might be explored. But you bring expertise in teaching and knowledge of what will and what won't work for you in the classroom. We very much value your ideas, input and feedback, and we welcome you to share your ideas with us and the community. For many of us, digital technologies are a part of our everyday lives. We use them for work, for recreation, in our homes and everywhere in between. Have a think about the digital technologies you've used in your day so far. What were they? If you like, pause this video for a minute and write down some of the digital technologies you have used so far today. For myself, I woke up using alarm software on my mobile phone. Next, I made my toast using a digital toaster that beeps when the toast is ready, and boiled my kettle, while being warned by my beeping fridge that the fridge door was left open. Next, I checked my work emails and online news websites on my computer. And then I checked the weather to decide what to wear to work using a weather app on my phone. I listened to music using my phone on my way into work. And then I used an elevator to take me to level 4, where I used my swipe card to access the staff room. And that was just my morning and the most obvious digital technologies I can think of. The traffic light sequences that I passed and the bus route are designed using applications of computational thinking. But we'll explore these in more detail in coming weeks. Many of us are using many digital technologies, yet we have little understanding about how they work and the science behind their development. How does information get to my phone so that I can read the news? How was the phone app made? How did the fridge know to beep when I left the door open? Some big questions that our students might want to consider are how can we create digital technologies to solve some of our global challenges or problems? These problems could be anything from developing software and hardware for people with disabilities to solve medical problems, for more effective online learning providing solutions for developing countries, to increase sustainability and more environmentally friendly and efficient ways to travel to work. Previous movements in schooling curricula have focused on digital literacy, which is being able to use technology effectively and properly. However, more recently, there has been a growing international awareness of a need for children to understand how digital technologies work, how they are created, and the underpinning thinking required to develop digital technologies, so that children have the chance to be not just users of digital technologies, but also creators. Essentially, the digital technology strand involves more than being able to create PowerPoints, research information using the internet, and being able to send email. It's about understanding how these technologies and tools were created, about developing children that might be future creators of technologies and tools. Not to mention the curriculum features computational thinking, which is a way of thinking and problem solving critical for developing digital technologies but is often applied in our everyday lives already. The aim of the national curriculum is to strengthen this way of thinking so that children can solve and think about everyday problems effectively and also apply them to the creation of digital technologies. We are passionate about computer science education, and we are very excited that the new Australian curriculum introduces children to computational thinking and computer science from an early age. However, so far, much of what is taught has been via school outreach programs, and little is done with the very early year levels, making this new ground for many. We will be helping you in this course to unpack these questions and concepts relating to the creation of digital technologies and those found in the Australian learning objectives. We will be providing you with real-life examples that could be springboards for lesson ideas, and we will be bringing together new and existing learning materials so that you can apply them to the digital technologies learning objectives. In the remainder of this module, we will talk in more detail about the digital technologies curriculum itself and also the structure of this course. We will talk about how digital technologies activities can be included in the classroom and discuss some initial activities that can be done to familiarise ourselves and our classes with digital technology.